I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan, dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. I have been inspired to share with you an experience that I don't think I have shared much in many or any public forums, and I would like to open up my heart and share this because it is very relevant to the theme of taking one step towards Swami, one step to Sai. It is a personal, very personal experience, but the insights, the message and the learnings from it is universally, they're all universally relevant, and therefore I thought of sharing it. Let me begin with a very popular bhajan that has an alap. It goes like, Har pal har kshan bhool kare hum, pag pag thokar khaye, ek pag aage, do pag पीछे साई, तुम तक कैसे आए, करुणा सागर परम कृपालु साई, भक्त वत्सल तेरो नाम ओ साई. I get very emotional with this bhajan because it is the story of my life. For those who don't understand Hindi, the alap begins with Har pal har kshan bhool kare hum. Every moment, every second, I commit mistakes. Pag pag thokar khaye. In every step I take, I face obstacles and I receive blows. Ek pag aage, do pag piche. One step forward, two steps backwards. Tum tak kaise aaye? Oh Lord, how will I reach near you? How will I reach to you? Now the beautiful thing about this bhajan or these lines is that it makes us question ourselves, doubt ourselves, get frustrated about every time I take a step towards you, Swami, I am taking two steps backwards. How will I ever reach you? While that makes us feel frustrated, the moment we take that one step, the last sentence, which is a question, how do I reach you, transforms into a rhetorical question, which is, oh Swami, how did I reach you? Yes, dear brothers and sisters, the moment we take that first step towards Swami, right? It no longer is, Swami, how can I reach you, Swami? Instead, it becomes a rhetorical question of wonderment. How did I reach you, Swami? Every time I have taken a step towards you, I have taken two steps backwards. And yet I have reached you, Swami. How, Swami? How did I reach you?
The
answer is there itself. Karuna Sagara Parama Kripalu Sai. We've been able to reach him because every time I have taken a step towards Swami, he has taken 100 towards me. And that is the story of each and every one of our lives. Every time we take a step towards Swami, he takes 100 towards us. And there is nobody else, nothing else in this whole universe that reciprocates in that manner. And that is why it is worthwhile that we take our steps towards only Swami. And that is the beauty of this divine romance. That is the magic of this divine romance that I would like to share with you. You see, there are different times in our lives when we come to crossroads. And one major crossroad or milestone in all our lives is when we complete our education and when we have to join for a job. You know, this is the time when classrooms change to workplaces, teachers change to bosses, marks change to money, vacations change to overtime. Everything transforms, everything changes. I won't say transforms because most of the time it's not a very pleasant change. Most importantly, freedom changes into responsibilities. Oh, now no longer can I decide to do anything that I want. I have to log in. There is biometric. Oh my God, it's a kind of, what shall I say, rat race that we get stuck in and spend all our lives in. We think that we spend half our lives in this. No, not half our lives. We spend 3/4 of our lives. We are assuming that we live till 100. On an average, the lifespan is 80, and ever since we are 25 till 60, 70, almost 2/3 of our life we spend at the workplace. And that's why it's a major shift that happens in life. And it happens to everybody. And for everybody, it's a major shift. For me, however, I had a problem. It's not actually a problem in that sense, but what was my problem was that I was in love with Swami. Ever since my childhood, when I was about 7 or 8 years old, my parents ingrained into me. That is when I got to know about Swami, and my parents ingrained into me, especially my mother, that look at this person here, right? He is your mother, he is your father, he is your God, he is your guru, he is your everything. Whatever you have, you confide with him. And that's it. See, that is the magic of childhood. When you're introduced, you believe without questioning. And that is why when we are young, we need to be introduced to all these wonderful and beautiful things of life. I accepted Swami, I fell in love with Swami, and every decision in my life, whatever I wanted, has been influenced by this love for Swami. And for that, I am grateful to Swami and grateful to my parents for having taught me that irrespective of what happens, don't give up Swami. Swami is the most important. Everything else may come and go. Doesn't matter. It's like when you're boarding the aircraft, your parents tell you that, listen, most important is for you to reach the destination. It doesn't matter what you have on board in the aircraft, what food you eat, what you drink. Similarly, whether it's a flight journey or a train journey or a bus journey, what you do on the journey, what you eat on the journey, yeah, it's good, it's nice, it should be fun and good, but it's not as important as reaching the destination. And that destination is Swami. And therefore, I wanted to join Swami's school, and I took one step towards that. And Swami gave me the opportunity to join his school, first at Sri Shailam, Sri Sathya Sai Vidyapeeth in Kerala for 4 years. And then again, it led me to join the higher secondary school in 1998. I didn't join the higher secondary school because it's a top performing school in India, or because its discipline is great, because the teachers are wonderful. Yes, all of those are there. I joined because it felt like joining that school will take me closer to my Swami. And all my life, that is all that I want. I want to get closer to you, Swami, because it is only in union with God will we find peace, contentment and happiness. But in my case, it was not even that I was in search of peace, contentment and happiness. I was quite happy only. I had a decently good life. It's just that because of the seeds sown in childhood, I just felt I want to be with Swami, I want to touch Swami, I want to talk to Swami, I want to get whatever possible with Swami. As I said, I'm grateful to my parents for ingraining that. And therefore, I wanted to join the school. After the school, I wanted to join the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, not because it's a top-rated university or because its courses are amazing or because it will give me a boost and a jump in my career. No, none of those at all. It didn't matter what it was. I did a bachelor's in bioscience. I did a master's in chemistry, Only reason is I just wanted to stay there as Swami student. Yes, it is nice to be a student of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. But it is more important to be a Sai student. Being a student of Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning gives you possibly a chance to be a Sai student. It's not a guarantee that you're a Sai student. And also, it doesn't mean that if you are not a student of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, you cannot be a Sai student. If we love Swami and we would love to follow what he teaches, we become his students. And I wanted to be a Sai student. I wanted Swami to say that you are a Sai student. And that's how years passed, beautiful experiences happened. And finally, we came to 2005. In the March of 2005, I knew that I would be completing my master's in chemistry and that's it. My education is complete. My post-graduation is done. But what to do? I don't want to go to the outside world, as they would call it and join a job, because I want to stay with Swami. Swami only. Swami, I just want to be with you. That is all I wanted. But how? I think this is a good time to introduce a term called form. There used to be form boys. Form boys are those with whom Swami would speak regularly and often. Why? I don't know the exact reasons, but I know the general reason. The general reason is because it is good for them. Whatever Swami does is good for us. If he ignores us, it is good for us. If he talks to us, it is good for us. Because he is like the doctor who looks at one patient and says, you need to take this pill. To the other patient, he says, you need an injection. To the third patient, he says, you have stomach pain because you have overeaten. Just take a fast for a day and you will be fine. For the fourth patient with the stomach ache, he will say, you need an operation because it's appendicitis. It's not as if the doctor has great love for one patient and lesser love for the other. He is partial. No. Based on the needs, he gives the treatment. So also, based on our needs, Swami gives us interactions. If we need to be in Prashanti Nilayam, he keeps us at Prashanti Nilayam. If we need to be in Detroit, he will keep us in Detroit. If we need to be in Sri Lanka, he will keep us in Sri Lanka. Whatever Swami does is for our best. That we should have firm conviction if we say that we have firm faith that he is God. Because if he is God, he is all powerful. He can do whatever we need. And he loves us the most because he is God. So he will do whatever is the best for us. Therefore, if we say we have faith in Swami, it's natural that whatever happens to us in life, we celebrate it because it is the best that is happening. So there would be these students with whom Swami would speak, and they're the form boys. And I was not a form boy. So I was wondering, how do I tell Swami that, Swami, my education is over, but I don't want to leave you. I want to stay here. That is when I remembered in the year 2001, when Swami started the new hospital in Bangalore, the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences. En masse, he appointed about 20-25 students to work in his hospital in various capacities. And how did that happen? There were a couple of form boys, whom Swami was interacting with regularly. And in the interview, when Swami was speaking to them, they requested on behalf of all the other students called the waiting boys. Now, this waiting boys is another term that I must introduce you to. Some of us crazy guys, crazy people, having completed our education, we would not go out and look for a job because we just wanted to be with Swami. The whole reason why we went through the Swami's college and school is simply because we wanted to be near Swami. So, those of us who could afford to, those of us who didn't have that much family constraints that we need to go and work. But then even then there were some of those who had such tremendous family constraints that they needed to work, and yet their faith and conviction in Swami was such that they chose to stay on. Stay on and do what? Nothing in the eyes of the world. Every morning come for darshan, have darshan, attend bhajans, then go back and engage in satsang, read Swami's literature, listen to Swami's discourse, wash your own clothes, dry them, finish your whatever chores, sweep your little room where you're staying, and then go have lunch, and then prepare for the afternoon darshan and bhajan, and then attend some more satsangs, go to the different temples in Prashanti Nilayam that were located and do pradakshina, namaskar, do sadhana. Just keep waiting for Swami to give a job or Swami to give some instruction. Swami, we don't want to tell you what we want to do. We want you to tell us what we should do. This is the waiting boy. And there have been students who have waited for Swami's instructions for 6 years, 7 years. Tremendous pressure it is from everyone in the family, extended family. They will all be, what are you doing? You got educated and you're wasting the education. You're not earning a livelihood. You're becoming a burden for your parents. Your sister has to be married. Oh, you've got these responsibilities. Dear brothers and sisters, those who had chosen to wait for Swami's instructions were not running away from responsibilities. No. They were running towards a higher responsibility. Going behind God is not running away from responsibilities. It is watering the root of the tree. It is the root that supplies nutrition to the fruit, stem, leaves, branches, everything. Take care of the root, the tree will be taken care of. We are more concerned about what is seen, the fruit, the leaf. We polish it with wax. But is it tasty to eat? Is it standing on a firm foundation? The root is divinity. We need to water the roots. The water is love. That love has to be poured to the roots, that is to God. Everything else will get set right automatically. So I thought, just as en masse they had got a job back then in 2001, now also in our class there were a couple of form boys. I thought, they will surely wait for Swami because Swami is speaking to them on a regular basis. I will also wait along with them. And when Swami gives them a job, surely they will also, talk about Swami. Arvind is also waiting and I will get him. I was very scared to wait because, I had faith in Swami. I didn't have faith in my mind. I thought my mind will keep telling me, you're a brilliant student, Arvind. You're a gold medalist. You can get a great job. You can do fantastically well. I didn't have the confidence that I'll be able to face my mind. I was already facing all these from my family and friends. Not my mother and father, of course. They've always been supportive. They've always said, no, hold on to Swami. But everyone else, Arvind, you're so brilliant. You should do this. You should be a doctor. You should be an engineer. I come from the era where if anybody had two children, they would say that the 3-year-old is a doctor, the 9-month-old is a engineer. That is how it would be decided because these are the only two lucrative professions. I'm from that era. So in such times when I'm getting a gold medal, everyone is saying, no, I should do this. But how do you tell them that everything that the world can give me, Swami can give me in a trice? But what Swami can give me, the world can't give me in a million years. I want Swami, I want you, Swami, I want you, Swami, I want you, Swami. I don't know if I was a good person. I don't know if I'm a noble person. I don't know if I have done tapas. No. This much I can tell that emotionally at least I've always wanted. Even now I just want to be with Swami, be with Swami, be with Swami. This was my plan. But my plan went haywire because this form boy who was there in the class, right, he got into super form. Swami gave him a chance to serve him personally in Swami's residence. And then Swami blessed him, guided him and sent him outside India for his job. So there goes outside India, my opportunity to get a job with Swami because who is going to plead on my behalf? And that is why, dear brothers and sisters, I decided to do an MBA in the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Not for anything else, just to extend by 2 more years my stay with Swami, hoping that in those 2 years, something else I'll be able to do so that I can get a chance to stay with Swami always. That's how I joined MBA, cleared my exams and somehow got through. And 2 years of MBA were now flying by and I was waiting for an opportunity to let Swami know that, Swami, please, I want to be with you. After my education, don't send me off. I want, once my student badge expires, I want a staff badge. Something, Swami, I want to do something and stay with you. In 2006, there was a program that we postgraduate students were putting up in front of Swami as part of Ramzan, the Islamic celebration. Those days were the initial days of putting up programs in Mandir, and I must say with a little bit of pride, if I can have it, that Swami used us as the instruments to start this concept of putting up programs in the Mandir. Because if you see from 2006 onwards, devotees from different states in India, different places in the world, different countries, different zones, from the Sri Sathya Sai International Organization, everyone started coming to Prasanthi Nilayam prepared with a program, singing program, dance, drama, and put it up in Bhagwan's presence, and Swami would come out and grant photographs and spend all the time. And I'm reminded of the year 2000 when Swami called all the teachers inside the bhajan hall for an interview, and he said, see, I have spent all my life building up this Prasanthi Nilayam Puttaparthi brick by brick by brick. But now I'm letting go of all of it. Yes, Swami indeed said this. Right before Swami launched the Gram Seva, Swami had called all these teachers, and that's when he said, I'm letting go of all of this. I'm offering it to you. You take care of it. Because, dear brothers and sisters, these are such beautiful words. And I don't think the avatar has to speak them. But he does so because his life is his message. He shows us how we should lead our life. Swami said, I would like to sanctify the remaining part of my life by serving my devotees. That is going to be my sole focus. So I am handing over all of this to you. That is what Swami said in 2000. I just got to know of it recently from Ravi Kumar sir, my teacher in Vrindavan. He shared what Swami said this. And of course, Swami shared other things also. And Swami launched the Gram Seva that year, in the year 2000. But that's what it is. Why I'm saying this is as part of these programs, when different countries, different zones, different regions of the international organization visited Prasanthi Nilayam, it was already part of Swami's master plan to give himself to his devotees. There was a time when the world was coming to Prasanthi Nilayam. Now, because I'm sure Swami knew that in 2011 he would be leaving his physical frame, the time was now coming where Swami wanted Prasanthi Nilayam to be in every country, every center. Why? In every heart. In every heart. And that is how programs would happen. And we've had prepared this Ramzan program. And inside the bhajan hall, Swami was speaking with all of us. And I will not go into that whole interaction, but one particular interaction stands out because Swami was asking, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? Different people said they are coming from different places. And I said, Swami, I am from Puttaparthi. And Swami said, yes, this boy, born in Puttaparthi, grew up in Puttaparthi, and he has studied in Puttaparthi. And I said, Swami, he'll stay in Puttaparthi. Swami said, yes, he'll stay in Puttaparthi. And I felt, oh, thank you, Swami has given an assurance. So therefore, in 2007, as March was coming close, that is the end of the academic year, I was hopeful. I was thinking, Swami, you have said he will stay in Puttaparthi, yes, and you blessed me. So I am going to stay with you. That became my mantra. I kept repeating it to myself. Whenever I would feel sad or dejected or worrying, thinking whether Swami will keep me with him or not, I would always think, Swami has said he'll keep me. Swami has said he will keep me. Any word that comes from Swami's mouth, dear brothers and sisters, is a mantra. Any word. Contemplate on it, it becomes a mantra that redeems our life. Now, in the meanwhile, something interesting had happened which I did not know. In 2007, the Sanatana Sarthi was celebrating its golden jubilee, the 50 years, and therefore a documentary had been made. It had been made by a certain Sai Prakash from the erstwhile Radio Sai Global Harmony, and he got the opportunity to present it to Swami in Yajur Mandir. And when Swami saw the documentary, he was very happy. He said, who made the documentary? They said, Swami, this boy. Swami says, very good. Increase his salary. Swami gave him a salary increase. And that time, the secretary of the ashram, who was Chakravarti sir, he said, Swami, at Radio Sai, they are looking out for some more students to join them. Then Swami said, no, this job is not for everyone. Everybody will not be able to do. Everybody will not be able to work in my Radio Sai. And Swami looked at Sai Prakash and said, if you find somebody who you think is amenable, who is like you in working, get their names to me and I will appoint them. Swami had told this. So Swami had given Sai Prakash this duty. In the meanwhile, what happened one day as I was returning from college, I was now thinking, one more month is only left. Exams will come, it will get over, and after that I am done with my MBA. I need to get something from Swami. I need to get a break with Swami. That's when Rangarajan sir came to me and said, Rangarajan sir is a teacher there, and he, along with Professor G. Venkatraman, who was the director of Radio Sai Global Harmony, the only director appointed by Swami, right? So they used to take awareness class for us, and he came and said, Arvind, Professor GV, that's how they used to call him, that's how we call him, GV sir. Professor GV told that they are looking to employ some students at Radio Sai, and he seems to have a liking for you. He feels that you would be a good match there. Are you interested? Now you may think that I said, yes sir, and I jumped at the opportunity. Yes, that's precisely what I did. I said yes and jumped at the opportunity. But then I said, but sir, in my mind, I was thinking, I don't want to be employed by GV sir. I don't want to be employed by Radio Sai. I don't want to be an employee of Central Trust. No, I want to be Swami's employee. So I said, sir, I don't mind joining anywhere, but I want Swami to tell me. Then he smiled and said, Arvind, don't think that GV sir will appoint you. Nobody can appoint you. The only person who can appoint is Swami. So, of course, he will just put forth the names possibly to Swami, and if Swami is fine with it and Swami is happy, he will only tell you. I said, then I am ready, sir. Yes, I am ready. Whatever. And this, gave me some hope. I said, oh, okay. I am not yet a form boy and I don't have any form boys to bank upon, but GV sir is going to take up my case. So it's good. I'm happy. I was happy with this. A few evenings later, when our exams had just begun, I got a call to the warden's office that somebody had come to meet. And it was Brother Sai Prakash from Radio Sai, and he was meeting 3 of us from the hostel. So after his research and due diligence, he had zeroed in upon the 3 of us. He felt that we 3 would be suitable for Radio Sai. So he took us to the stadium and he spoke to us and he shared with us how he felt that Radio Sai is a wonderful place to work, and if we are interested, we could join. And all 3 of us were like, yes, we are eager, we want to join. That night, I remember, it was late in the evening. As he said this, I just said a silent prayer. I said, Swami, whatever happens, yes, Swami, keep me with you all my life. Even as I said this, I saw a shooting star in the sky. And they say wish upon a shooting star. They say that whenever you make a wish on the shooting star, it comes true. I felt so happy. In fact, I think that this wishing upon a shooting star, it's not like the shooting star has some special power that it will grant your wishes. The shooting star is seen for such an transitory moment of time. It just comes and it's gone. So unless you're thinking of something all through your life, you will not be able to wish upon a shooting star. That is why it is said that when you wish upon a shooting star, it comes true. Because all your life you should be thinking of something so that when a shooting star comes also, you're thinking of that. I feel that is the meaning about wishing on a shooting star. And I just felt grateful that when I saw the shooting star, I was wishing that I should be with Swami all my life. Very important here to understand that I was not wishing that I should be in Radio Sai, or I should work in the institute, or I should work in the central trust. No. I'm so grateful to Swami that I was wishing that, Swami, I want to work for you. I want to be with you. I also remember I was in 10th grade at Sri Sathya Sai Vidyapeeth in Sri Shailam. I got a chance to deliver a speech for Onam in Bhagwan's presence. At that time, I had decided that I'm going to ask Swami for admission in his school, that is Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School. But when I went to Swami to ask this, instead of asking for admission in the school, I just said, Swami, keep me with you all my life. And Swami said yes and blessed me on my head. And I felt so bad and I cried. I remember I went and cried to my mother saying, Swami, what did I do? Mom, I missed the golden opportunity to ask Swami for studying in his college. And I was crying. My mother said, then what did you speak to him? I just said, Swami, keep me with you. A generic prayer I made like that. Now my mom also began to cry. And then I cried even more. Like, see mom, I told you, right? So foolish I am. Then my mom says, no, these are tears of joy. You asked the correct thing, Arvind, don't worry. You asked the correct thing. And today I know, yes, that is the correct thing. Because once we get Swami, everything else automatically gets conferred. That has been the story of my life so far. And I'm sure that is going to be the story of my life till my last breath as well. And so there, I wished upon the shooting star that I should be with Swami always. And now I was waiting and waiting. 28th of March 2007. 2 more exams to go, after which, that's it, 29th there's an exam, 31st there's an exam. With that, MBA is complete. And still no update. What to do? Even as I'm again getting worried, I'm remembering that mantra. Swami said, I will keep you with me. I will keep you with me. And I'm feeling, okay, Swami, you will keep me with you. You will keep me with you. It is now from confident mantra, it has now become half hope. Swami, I hope you remember, Swami. I hope you remember that you will keep me with you. This is how our faith is. We keep faltering. We have tested Swami. He has shown what he is capable of and how much he loves us. And yet every time a different situation comes, we again thought, Swami, I hope you are doing. Swami, I hope you are there. Oh God, where are you? Why are you not coming? Even as these thoughts were going on, we were told, the 3 of us, that Chakravarti sir wanted to meet us in his office. Okay, something nice. So we went there, and I remember it was a very solemn meeting. He was sitting there and he said, so you want to work for Swami? Yes sir, yes, we want to work. It is not easy to work for Swami. There are no Saturdays, no Sundays. There are no winter vacations, no summer vacations. You may be called at any time of the day to serve upon the Lord, and this and that and that. And I was like, okay, you go on. I mean, you're trying to discourage I know all of this. Yeah, no problem. And I don't feel this is working. 24/7, yes. As long as I can think of Swami, it does not work at all. Oh, it is sadhana, it is tapas, it is austerity, it is beautiful. I'm fine. In my mind, I'm just like, I'm not even responding to any of that. I think he expected us to be a little worried and ask for some concessions. Nothing at all. We're just sitting there because, yeah, I know this. I know all of this. And after his monologue for about 20 minutes, he says, do you think you still want to join? Yes, sir, fine. Like, we were like, are you finished? Are you finished, sir, with whatever you said? Yes, now we want to join. He said, think about, there's no looking back, there's no turning back. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you have been serving Swami all this while. Huh? And how are you asking? The very fact that you're serving, I know. You know that it's very fulfilling. And he acknowledged that also. He said, but after having heard all this, if you still choose to work for Swami, remember, there can be nothing more fulfilling in life. Yes, dear brothers and sisters, there can be nothing more fulfilling in life than working for Swami. Of course, working at Prashantilyam in Puttaparthi is one way of working for Swami. We can work for Swami anywhere in the world, because whatever work we do, we have to dedicate it to Swami. That is what is meant by working for Swami. So once that was over, now we're looking forward. 29th exam got over, 30th, 31st. Now 31st is here and still no update, because this will be my last day as a student. Of course, my student identity card will be valid till May 31st, till the summer vacation ends. But then, I need something to happen. So this is when the three of us decided to use what is called the emergency chance. Those students who had some emergency to convey to Swami would be given the opportunity to sit in the front in the bhajan hall, and they could convey because there's something urgent and emergency. So we decided that we'll take that emergency chance and sit in the front on the 31st itself. But to the teacher concerned, there's a teacher who listens to your problem and decides if it's emergency or not. Like to go to the Lord, there's always the priest, right? So there is this priest that you have to cross. So what do we tell the teacher? Getting a job with Swami is not an emergency. When as I said, there have been students waiting for 7 years. What is your emergency? Wait for some time. They'll tell you are still a student till May 31st. But we went and said, so there's an emergency. What is the emergency? Sir, it's extremely personal. We just can't share. It's very personal, And he thought, oh, okay, something must have happened. All three of them are there. Something. Oh, okay, fine. Somehow we got the chance to sit in the front. And that day we were hoping that Swami comes to the bhajan hall a little early, because once bhajan starts, Swami doesn't converse. But sometimes Swami would come a little earlier than the bhajan start. The bhajans were starting those days at 5 p.m. If he comes early, there's a chance for conversation. That day, Swami came at 4:50. So we were very happy. 10 minutes are there. And we are right there in the front row. So Swami looked and said, hey, why are you three sitting here? Swami asked. I got up and said, Swami, we completed MBA. Okay. So Swami, we want a job. You had promised. In my mind, I'm thinking you had promised, Swami. You said, I will stay in Puttaparthi only. Now, please give the job. Give me a job. Swami said, sit down. He made us sit down. And that's it. He started talking to the others now. Not only that, after 10 minutes when Omkaram began bhajan, he again looked at us and he said, move. He told us to move because his line of sight to the singers was being blocked by us. We were in the first line, right? So he made us come little more front, almost near the altar itself, and in line with Swami we were. So that Swami can look at the others. It's almost like I don't want to look at your faces. I want to look at the singers. And that's it. I felt so deflated, so lost. I was thinking, oh God, Swami. Now tomorrow I can't again come and tell that emergency excuse also, because now the whole bhajan hall knows what is our emergency. By now it would have traveled. Everyone knows that it's not an emergency. We are coming for a job. So this is what I'm thinking. And as I sat there, right, Swami sat for the entire bhajans. The bhajans got completed. And after the bhajans got over, as the aarti was going on, it would be Swami's practice that he would get up and go out. In the middle of the aarti, he would take support to walk and he would go sit in the car and return. That day, he didn't get up from his chair. The entire Om Shanti, Samasta Loka got over, Jai Bolo finished, Swami sitting on the chair. Then he summons the Vice Chancellor, Shri A.V. Gokak sir. And he calls him, and in Kannada, my mother tongue, he tells, do you see those three boys sitting there? give them jobs. Swami tells him, and then turns towards us, and with his eyes he says, like, done. Wow, what problem is that? Thrill that coursed through me, right? Wow, awesome. And then Swami got up and left. As soon as he left, Vice Chancellor Sir, Gokak Sir came in. He called us and said, what job do you want? We were in cloud 9, right? We just said, Swami, sir, whatever job. We just asked Swami for a job. So whatever job we are fine with. Oh, okay. I will confer with him tonight and let you know, he said. Gokak Sir had the opportunity to dine with Swami every night. So he was telling that at night when he has dinner, he will check with Swami and get back to us. So this was, as I said, 31st of March. So I said, sir, tomorrow then shall we meet you? He said, no, in his characteristic humor, right? He said, no, tomorrow is 1st April. We should not decide these things on Fool's Day. So meet me day after, he said. And with that he left. And I was very eager, couldn't sleep at night. And on 1st April, though it is Fool's Day, in the darshan lines, I just, after darshan, went to Vice Chancellor Sir and asked, sir, could you get any confirmation? He smiled and he said, don't worry, meet me tomorrow in my office. I will talk. And so on the 2nd of April, we were all at the Vice Chancellor's office. He interviewed us one by one. A very short interview, 5 minutes. And it was so loving. What was the interview, dear brothers and sisters? He said, Swami has told me to ask you, where would you like to work? I said, sir, I would love to work in the university where I can teach. Or I would like to work at Radio Sai, I said. Because photography was my passion, it was my hobby. Back then I never knew that Swami was going to make me like an official photographer. But I said, I would like to work either in university or Radio Sai. Then he asked, which one do you prefer more? Which is 51, which is 49? I said, sir, 50-50. He said, if Radio Sai has a need, are you ready to work at Radio Sai? I said, sir, whatever Swami says. That's how my interview concluded. And that's how the other 2 interviews were also. And that day evening, again, we sat in the front in the bhajan hall because we said, Swami had told us to speak to Vice Chancellor. We have spoken, now we want to convey back to Swami. So we were in the front. And Swami came, and darshan time itself, as he was going to the interview room, Swami saw us. Then he came and said, why are you again sitting here? So we went and said, Swami, this was in the area between the interview room and the bhajan hall door. So we went to Swami and said, Swami, we spoke to the Vice Chancellor. Swami said, I also spoke to the Vice Chancellor. Then Swami said, he showed me your 3 photos. Swami, he asked us, I was going to tell him, he asked where we want to work. Then Swami just cut me. And Swami said, hey, if you want to make Swami happy, go make Venkatraman happy. That was it. So beautiful. And I knew that Swami wanted me to work at Radio Sai. And I said, yes, Swami. Swami, tomorrow only shall we go and join. Swami said, why tomorrow? Just now vacations are there. Go have fun. Enjoy your vacation. Come back after vacation and join. See the love of Swami. And that is how, I got confirmation. And I didn't leave immediately, of course, because I wanted to stay there. And there were rumors that Swami is leaving for Kodaikanal. I wanted to see if I can get a chance to travel with Swami to Kodaikanal. Of course, that didn't happen. But what happened was, one among us 3, one of us, Swami took to Kodaikanal. So I was like again back into worry. Why Swami took only him? Why he didn't take us too? Maybe only he is going to get the job. Maybe we too won't get. Oh, again my worry and everything, So I wanted to ensure, Swami, please, don't. I want to be with you. So in fact, when Swami was leaving for Kodaikanal, I went right up till his aircraft taking photos because I wanted to make sure that the last face that Swami sees in Puttaparthi would be my face. Because Swami, remember, when you come back, you have to give me a job. I, after that, went to Mumbai, where my parents used to stay back then, and we had gone to a place called Ganpati Pule, where there's a huge Ganesha Mandir. That was my vacation, and there I was praying that I should get this job. I had also left word with Sai Prakash, the moment you get to know Swami is returning from Kodaikanal, please call me, I'm going to come. Because as Swami lands in Puttaparthi, the first face that he sees must be mine again. And that is how, on the 17th of May, when Sai Prakash let me know that Swami was returning, I immediately booked a flight ticket. Back in those times, it was very difficult to afford that flight ticket, but I said that this is the only thing I want. I want to get back to Swami as soon as possible. My taxi from the Bangalore airport reached the airport in Puttaparthi just in time for Swami's landing. Sai Prakash had got my entire camera and equipment from the studio. I had already kept my camera, everything in the studio. Like I had already mentally joined Radio Sai. So as soon as Swami landed, again I ensured that the first face he saw was mine. Like, Swami, you have to give me the job. And so from 18th, 19th, every day I would be sitting there. Again, no talk only about all this. So again on the 31st, on the 30th of May, just one more day, my ID card would expire, right? I again said, hey, let's go and sit in the front. Meanwhile, we got a shocking news. 3 of us were supposed to join, right? One of us, because of some unforeseen circumstances, was not able to make it. He said, no, he has got another job and he's going. He's not coming. So only 2 of us. I was like, oh God, now Swami will think I had given 3 of you. Now 1 of you went, other 2 also go. All these thoughts, worries. So on 30th May, again we went and sat in the front. And that day when Swami came, he looked at us and said, why are you again sitting front? Swami, you said you will give a job. Swami, job? Where? And the boy beside me was going to say, Swami Venkatraman's studio. As he said, Venk, I pinched his leg and I said, Swami, in your studio, we want to work for you. What work will you do? Swami, video shooting, video editing, photography, photo editing, writing articles, writing experiences, capturing interviews. Swami said, very nice, so much work. Swami asked him also what he would do. He was in an audio engineer role and he stated all his job duties, and Swami said, very good. So Swami, can we join? Yes, but not today. Huh? Tomorrow is Thursday. Nice day. Join tomorrow, Swami said. And that is how on the 31st of May 2007, as my student ID expired, I got my staff ID and became a member of Radio Sai Global Harmony. I have come to realize that if we take 1 step towards Swami, he will take 100 towards us. If we tell Swami we want to be with you, he will ensure that we are with him wherever we may be on the planet Earth. Even if we are not on planet Earth, wherever we may be in whatever lifetime, in whatever lifetimes. Because this bond is not just for one lifetime. I am sure that either I will get moksha, or if I come back again, I will know my Lord and I will love my Swami. Because even if I forget him, he will never forget me. And I am grateful to him that he has made me say it and take that 1 step saying, Swami, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Now, because of whatever, the influence of the mind, the influence of different things, even if I take 2 steps backwards, it doesn't matter, because he will take 100 steps forwards and come rushing towards me. Dear Swami, I'm grateful to you for giving me this opportunity of being part of your Radio Sai Global Harmony. I shall forever, as long as my breath exists in me, be a member of that team. I shall forever think of you. I shall forever speak about you. I shall forever be your storyteller. That is my prayer, Swami. I just want to do this. And I'm not doing this because you need it, Swami. You don't need anything. But I need it, Swami. To have meaning in my life, to have purpose in my life, to find joy in my life, to find peace in my life, to find fulfillment in my life. I want to work for you, Swami. Please, please grant me that privilege, that honor, and that opportunity all my life. And may the love that we have for you in our heart, Swami, grow stronger every passing moment. May we love you, and love you all our lives with all our hearts. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.